Deep Talk 3.0. Today we turn our attention to an issue that impacts millions of lives every year: flood management in India. Floods are among the most frequent and devastating natural disasters in the country, affecting communities, agriculture, infrastructure and livelihoods. But with the right strategies, ranging from early warning systems and sustainable urban planning to community-based disasters preparedness, India can build resilience and reduce the impact of these recurring challenges. To guide us through this critical discussion, we have with Souparnika S, who will share valuable perspectives on effective flood management, preventing measures and long-term solutions that can help safeguard our people and resources. Without further delay, let's warmly welcome Souparnika S to lead us in this vital conversation on flood management in India.
Good evening to all. Today I will be explaining about flood management in India. Before going to flood management, I will be explaining about what is flood. So, flood is the temporary overflow of water into land that is normally dry, caused by various events. This flood is caused by various events such as rainfall, rapid snow melt, overflow or storm surges. Flood can vary from a few inches of water to covering rooftops and develop slowly or quickly as dangerous flash flood with little to no warning. So, sometimes flood can be occurred slowly, other times it may be without any, we won't even expect. Suddenly it happened. Floods have become more frequent and severe during the climate change and human land use practices, leading to significant damage to communities, environment and infrastructure. So even we all know that flood is considered as somewhere it is considered as natural disasters, but there is a human touch also in it. Floods are typically categorized as natural disasters by organizations like National Institute of Disaster Management and the World Health Organization. However, this classification overlooks the human factors contributing to flood damage. Heavy monsoon rains significantly contribute to these floods, but poor disaster management and inadequate preparedness amplify their impacts. India's geographical vulnerability results in severe losses each year, necessitating an integrated flood management system. So, we all know that flood occurs in every year in different states. We all know in Kerala it occurred. The first time it became so severe in 2018, but while considering other states, it is seen in every year. With the monsoon accounting of 75% of annual rainfall, the country faces a dual challenge of flood and droughts. The monsoon every year follows a destructive pattern, reinforcing the urgent need for comprehensive flood risk mitigation strategies to safeguard lives and property. So, for flood management, it is mitigation is very important. Otherwise, there will be a worsened situation happens. So, what are the causes of flood in India? So, causes can be divided into two: natural causes and man-made causes. In natural causes, heavy rainfall. The primary cause of flood in India is heavy rainfall, especially during the monsoon season from June to September. So, in India, heavy rainfall occurs in June to September. Intense and erratic rainfall can exceed the soil's absorption capacity or overwhelm drainage system, leading to floods. Another reason for flood is melting of glaciers. So here it is clear that melting of glaciers is occurred in Sikkim in 2023. Melting snow and glaciers in mountainous regions due to rising temperature can increase river and stream water levels, resulting in downstream flooding. So the main reason for this melting of glaciers is the rise of temperature. For example, in Sikkim, more than 100 people were missing, were killed because of this flood. Another problem, natural disaster is cyclones and storms. Cyclones and storms can generate strong winds and heavy rainfall, particularly affecting coastal regions. For instance, cyclone in December 2023 caused intense rain and flooding that killed around 13 people. So, cyclones and storms are probably happening in seashores and all. So, the example of this cyclone is 2023 cyclone, which affected Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Bangladesh. Another cause is river overflow. Flooding can occur when a river water level exceeds its capacity due to excessive inflow from upstream or diminished outflow downstream. In 2023, the Yamuna River overflowed due to heavy rain in Himachal Pradesh and Haryana, overwhelming the barrages in Delhi and causing flooding in several areas along with river. So, flood can occur due to river overflow also. So, that example is Yamuna River, which overflowed during heavy monsoon season. These are the pictures of these causes of flood in India. The second picture shows the melting of glaciers. Third one shows cyclone which happened in Tamil Nadu. Third shows the flood in Delhi. Another is man-made causes. Unplanned and rapid urbanization. Unplanned urbanization and shooting up of slums on the outskirts of urban centers add to flood havoc in case of heavy rainfall. The 2020 floods in Hyderabad and Chennai in 2015, thousands of houses were submerged, reminding of how rapid urbanization is making cities prone to urban floods. So, we all know that unplanned urbanization is also the reason for this flood, because nowadays it is clear that buildings and all are increasing. The construction were increasing in cities like Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad and all. So there, when rain occurs, it is very difficult to reach into the soil. So there occur flood. That is also a problem which affects recently. Next is concretization. The rapid concretization due to use of asphalt and concrete has increased surface that do not absorb rainwater, leading to increased surface runoff. As a result, during heavy rainfall, water accumulates quickly, overwhelming drainage system and contributing to localized flooding. So, just imagine about your house and all. When we are thinking about few years before, we all have that ground with soil and all, but now every house is full concretized, and it is very difficult to reach. When rain falls, it is very difficult to reach into soil. So that is another problem which we faces. Next is encroachment of water resources. Construction and development activities in riverbeds and floodplains can severely disrupt the natural flow of rivers and encroachment of lakes and ponds. For example, encroachment activities in lakes of urban centers like Bhopal and Chennai have increased flooding instances in these cities. So, here it mentions that we can see that in near river banks and all, rapid construction were happening and all. So that when flood occurs, these buildings will definitely affect this flood. So that is also another problem which we faces. Next is deforestation. Forests play a crucial role in absorbing rainfall and facilitating groundwater recharge. Deforestation leads to reduced soil's capacity to retain water, leading to greater surface runoff, which carry excess water into river and streams, raising the risk of flooding. Next is dams and barrages. Dams and barrages are built to manage water flow and generate hydroelectric power, but heavy rain and poorly managed reservoirs can pose significant risk. So, dams and barrages were built for water, built for protecting us from this flood. But nowadays, because of these dams, we are suffering a lot. For instance, poor management of water in Mullaperia Dam in Tamil Nadu and Kerala border area caused flood in 2018. So, the lack of management is the main reason for 2018 flood, which we faced recently. Unsustainable mining practices. Mining operations can disrupt the landscape, leading to soil erosion and sedimentation in nearby rivers. These sediment accumulation reduces the carrying capacity of rivers, while mining activities can alter natural drainage pattern, increase the risk of water accumulation. Next is climate change. Human activities that contribute to climate change are altering weather patterns worldwide. So, everybody knows that climate change is one thing which we face a lot recently. Because when we think about years before and all, climate where I think there is no these type of rapid climatic changes occurring. But nowadays we are facing a lot of climatic changes. We are facing flood, drought, and other all. Increased temperature can lead to more intense and unpredictable rainfall, raising the potential for flood events. So, the main reason for this climatic change is the increase in temperature. Poor drainage system. In many urban and rural areas, due to siltation and clogging by solid waste, drainage infrastructure is inadequate to handle heavy rainfall. Poorly designed or maintained drainage system can cause significant flooding, even during moderate rain events. For example, improper urban planning and ineffective drainage solution lead to waterlogging in cities. So, this problem is mainly in cities because there is no proper drainage planning and all. So, when heavy rain occurs, this rain cannot be flow through any path or something. Next is how vulnerable is India to floods. According to National Disaster Management Authority, regions susceptible to flood lie mostly along the Ganga-Brahmaputra river basin from northern state of Himachal Pradesh and Punjab covering Uttar Pradesh and Bihar and stretching to Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in northeast. The coastal states of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, parts of Telangana and Gujarat also witness yearly floods. So, when we hear about this flood, when we think about India, the first place which affect flood is Ganga-Brahmaputra river basin. The coastal states of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, parts of Telangana and Gujarat also witness yearly floods. Next is alt estimation. The current demarcation is based on estimate made in 1980 by Rashtriya Bar Ayog or National Flood Commission formed 4 decades ago. Around 12.19% of geographic area in India is vulnerable to floods according to RBI. So here it shows that 12.19% of our geographical area affects flood. Climatic change. Over the last 4 decades, India has been reeling from effects of climate change. Extreme rainfall events have tripled in central India between 1950 and 2015. According to the science journal Nature. According to Climate Change and India, report by Union Ministry of Environment and Forest, there will be a rise in frequency of flood in India due to rising temperature. So here it is clear that the main reason for this flood and any disaster is because of the rising in temperature. Increased downpour. In recent times, southern west monsoon period has also been causing massive flood in parts of country in recent years. In 2020, 256 districts across 13 states in India reported flood due to excess rainfall. So in this map, there is only 11 states shows that active flood, but 2 more also there, that is Sikkim and Tamil Nadu. What is the role of dams and embankments in flood management? While dams are often seen as solution to control river flooding, they can also contribute to flood disasters under certain conditions. As per a report by Controller and Auditor General, only 7% of dams have emergency action plans, highlighting a significant gap in disaster management readiness. In adequate management, dams may be filled to capacity without considering flood risk, leading to need for sudden water releases that can exacerbate downstream flooding. Impact of poor operation. If dams are not operated with flood moderation as a priority, they can inadvertently increase flood severity in downstream areas. So if dam is not working properly, that will definitely affect differently. Examples: several floods in India's like Uttarakhand, Chennai, and Kerala floods have been linked to improper dam management. So in Uttarakhand, Chennai, and Kerala, flood affected because of the improper management of dams. On the other hand, various dam projects in Brahmaputra basin have contributed to increased flood risk across the region. Role of embankments in flood management. In several states like Bihar and Assam, flood mitigation policies primarily rely on building embankments. Increased flood intensity. The rise intensity of flood has rendered these embankments largely ineffective. Lack of analysis. No comprehensive cost-benefit analysis have been conducted to evaluate effectiveness of embankments. Fall security. Communities near embankments live in fear of breaches, while those inside face flash floods and other flood types. Exacerbated flooding. Breaches cause more severe flooding than natural river flood, resulting in destructive water cascades. Slit and debris accumulation. Embankments contribute to build-up of silt and debris in riverbeds, rising water levels and increasing rise of breaches. Changes in river dynamics. The construction of embankments alter river flow patterns, leading to severe flooding during breaches. These are two commissions which explained about flood. Noted while embankments might be beneficial for a stable river with low silt level, they could cause more harm than good in river that carry significant silt, as could disrupt natural land building process and drainage system. The National Flood Commission concluded that embankments in Assam had exacerbated flooding issue by causing the deposition of coarse silt and sand in riverbed. As a result, riverbeds rose above surrounding land, creating a precarious situation that would lead to severe devastation if the embankments were breached. So these two explain that without a proper dam management, these flood may be affected wrongly. What are the solutions? solution for flood management in India. First is structural measures. The interlinking of river program. It is aimed at linking different surplus rivers of country with deficient rivers so that the excess water from surplus region could be diverted to deficient regions. For instance, Ken-Gatwa linking project is flagship project of national government and is crucial for the water security and socio-economic development of Bundelkhand region. Reservoirs. Storage reservoirs are artificial structures designed to store excess water during high flow periods and release it during low flow periods. They moderate flood peaks by reducing water volume, velocity downstream, conserve water for irrigation, power generation and supply. So these reservoirs are mainly planned for irrigation, power generation and supply. Example, Bakranagar Dam on Satluj River has a storage capacity about 9,621 million cubic meter, aiding in flood control, power generation and irrigation. Managing coastal flood. So, coastal flood, we all know 2004 tsunami was very terrible. Made people realize that mangroves So, to effectively tackle flooding, it is vital to recognize that both natural and man-made factors contribute to ongoing crises. While natural causes are unavoidable, human actions like urban encroachment and poor infrastructure management will significantly worsen the impact can be managed. By adopting a holistic strategy that incorporates advanced forecasting, sustainable practices, community awareness, and with the help of AI and all, we can better prepare for a response to flood challenge.